I remember vividly, as if it were just yesterday, how that knock awoke me on that cold January morn. I have never been the best sleeper, always subject to restive nights of tossing and turning, seeking the warm embrace of slumber. But on that dark, starry night, I recall falling into a deep sleep, awash with warm pink dreams. I would have remained in that state until the blare of my alarm clock, set for 7 a.m. But at the break of dawn, something awoke me, like a punch in the face. For a moment I doubted my own ears, but the distinctive sound of a fist tapping the wood of my front door was unmistakable. However, on this cold morning, there was something different in the timbre of its sound. Something deeper, darker, menacing. I slipped into my dressing gown and slippers and began down the stairs, the rapping of hard knuckles against the doorframe, like the ticking of a clock. It was dark outside, but the dawn had just broken, and through the frosted window of the front door, I could see the outline of a figurehead. Unlike what one would expect, there was a jaggedness to the line, as if everything has been stretched out, like some madness found in Munch's art. Still, the knocking continued. I hesitated with my hand on the metal turn knob, but then committed to discovering the reason for a visitor to knock so early upon my door. I needed an explanation. The blast of cold wind that struck me as the door opened was like freezing water thrown upon one's face. Paralyzing, shocking, but nothing compared to the sight that awaited my bleary morning eyes. What follows is a blur of formless shadows stretched and enveloping, rushing upon me like some darkness. The sound of air whooshing and screams stretched like rubber bands to snapping point. Madness, mayhem, the insanity of tortured souls trapped with one hand reaching outwards from the black void, grasping for salvation. What strength rose from inside me? What conviction I must have summoned to throw the full force of my weight with bone-crushing velocity upon that wooden door, to slam it shut, to this day remains inexplicable. The crack in the door frame, a timeless reminder of the horrors that knock at dawn upon the doors of our lives. Let this be a cautionary tale for those awakened by the knock at dawn,